In this video we're going to go over how to create profile runs. So profile run is just a run along your drainage network. So if we take a look at a particular drainage network, we can see maybe this specific conduit. We can open up its profile view, but we only see just that conduit. We know that the run keeps going. There's another pipe right here, right? So profile run is going to let us create that kind of run along the network for however long we need it to be for. So we can come over to our drainage utilities workflow under layout, under the profile runs. We have a couple different tools to create profile runs. There's one from nodes, there's one going to an outfall, and there's one from links. So we'll just use from node, and we'll choose the feature definition profile run. I have created 4 of them for use, just to you put on different levels to help a little bit more with level display if you got a lot going on. All right. So maybe this is going to be whatever your name, whatever you want to name your profile run. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to select my first node, and I'm going to come down and create my last node, and then it's going to highlight that connection or that whole network in between those 2 nodes, right? So I'm going to click to accept that, and I've just created a profile run. And so you'll see that we zoom in, the profile run graphic tends to get in the way with the storm sewer graphics. So a lot of times I will just have to turn off the storm sewer to get to the profile run. So I'm going to go there and open up this profile view, and now you can see I can get that whole run. Typically going to turn off the profile run graphic, and you get something on the default level for some reason. Don't know why. I think that's might be like the hydraulic grade line that we haven't set up or something. So maybe in the future that'll be on the right level. So we're going to turn those off, and then we can now see our profile run. So right now we have our existing terrain as the active surface, so we got the existing drawn in there, but we also want to see the proposed surface in this view as well. So there's a couple of different ways you can do that. You can project a profile from like a surface. You can do like a 3D cut and just turn a bunch of levels off that you don't need and just leave the top levels on. So there's definitely multiple ways you can do it. So which way is the best way? I don't know. They all have their pros and cons. So in this video, I'm going to show just projecting from a surface, and I already have my proposed surface created. So I want to make sure I turn that on, and we can take a look at using that as the surface. Right, so turn that on there for a second. I got this proposed surface already generated. So I'm going to come up into my modeling workflow here. I'm going to go to geometry, and under the vertical, we'll do profile creation. We'll do profile from surface, and we will come over here and select our profile run graphic. Right. So that I'll reset because that's the only one I want to project this surface to, or create this vertical from the surface. So what surface do you want to use? I'm going to click on that, and then I'm just going to lock to the start. I'll lock to the end. All selection, no adjustments, draping option triangle, no horizontal offsets, no vertical offsets. There, now we get our proposed surface drawn into our profile view. One thing to note also is I have a connected pipe. Okay, let me turn my conduit back on so we can see this. So I have this connected pipe in here, and we typically like to show that as like a circle right here, right? So that can be controlled. If I come up here and look at my preferences, and I go to view options civil, drainage, show connected conduits in profile. So we want to make sure that that is set to true. Let me close that. And now you're going to notice that just reopening this isn't going to get that to show up, right? Oh, and I guess I have to make sure that I don't select my storm sewer and I select my profile run. Okay, so in here, it doesn't automatically show up. That user preference is applied during the creation. So it's already been created. So we need to just kind of refresh that. So we can come here and we can actually do regenerate. And then it'll pick up that user setting. And then now we see that connected circle, right?